Nol ended the centuries-old Cambodian monarchy and created the Khmer Republic.
Désespéré parce que malgré que l'opinion publique internationale, surtout dans le monde libre, soit très sensibilisée par ce malheur.
Americans accept to withdraw from our country. And I am optimistic so far as the defeat of the Americans is concerned. It will be inevitable. One, head of state, and two, the savior of Buddhism against the threat of communism. And so, the interpretation by the one I trust so much, Long and my cousin Selimatan was this. So, Long Nol must be head of state, not Sihanouk. Sihanouk has to disappear. And two, Sihanouk is an accomplice of the communism. I was conscious that communism was not good, but you know, I have to be realistic.
1873, after 3 years' exile in China, Sihanouk went into the Khmer Rouge zone of Cambodia.
Samdech Norodom Sihanouk embraces Sampan, Vice Prime Minister of the Royal Government of National Union of Cambodia and Commander-in-Chief of the People's National Liberation Armed Forces. The enemy say that Mr. Sampan has been dead for several years. But here, you can see him chatting cordially with Samdech Sihanouk.
Sihanouk also embraced another Khmer Rouge leader, Pol Pot. Sihanouk knew he was only a figurehead. The Khmer Rouge leaders planned to remold Cambodia into a rural communist utopia and would spare no life to do it. When they gain power, Sihanouk said, they will spit me out like a cherry stone. They were using Sihanouk's prestige to mobilize peasant support.
Long Nol first in the years 70s, and also Pol Pot. After that, they made the pogrom of their Jews. That is to say, the Vietnamese. I think that it is not the best way to deal with the Vietnamese. We have to try to be in friendly terms, relations with them, not to provoke them, not to make pogrom and so on, because the Vietnamese, they are willing to take revenge against the Cambodians.
In less than 3 years, Khmer Rouge forces had grown from 3,000 to 60,000.
Sure to save Cambodia because, you know, by dealing with Hanoi and with Peking, and I was a good friend of Moscow also, I could save Cambodia. One day I saw that one day there would be peace between the West and the communist power, and since, you know, I gave some facilities to the Viet Minh and the Viet Cong, so I could have them as friends and grateful to me and through me to Cambodia. They promised very firmly not to attack us. But since Mr. Longmore chose to be with the Americans and against the Viet Cong, so it happened that the contre-coup, the boomerang effect was that Cambodia lost everything. I do not think that I make serious mistakes. May I quote, Sihanouk made mistakes like any other man, but he was a fantastic diplomat and a great nationalist. I apologize, but because Sylvana Fua wrote this. He kept his people well-fed, happy, and at peace by walking a very thin tightrope between the big powers. After living in this country, one can only wish the best for these people, and right now, the best one can wish for them is the speedy return of Sihanouk, said one diplomat, wrote Miss Sylvana Fua. So, you know, you should see Mr. Lonol, because if he had to go back to the starting point, would he like to destroy his country by a coup d'etat against Sihanouk? Or would he like to maintain Sihanouk as head of state? I think your question should be put to Lonol.